Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Star Media, The Conversation. And today's program is coming from downtown Laverne at the Star Media Studios. And this week's featured sponsor is Papig Motors of Laverne, Sibley, and Rock Rapids. Check out their lots for new and used vehicles. I drove through the Papig lot here in Laverne yesterday, in fact, like many people do on Sunday. And the lot is packed full with some high-quality, good used vehicles. So my guest this morning is Shannon Dwire. From Laverne, actually, and works in Sioux Falls at Millennium Recycling, and you are the president of the operation over there.
Yes.
And it's April, which is also Earth Month, and it's also Earth Day on the 22nd, and then it's also Arbor Day on the 24th. So all kinds of things to take care of what Mother Nature's given us in the earth.
You got it.
Your invitation to join us here kind of came as a result of your presentation at the Laverne Rotary Club. So why don't we get right into recycling and tell us a little bit about the process. Where does the product that you run through your facility, where does that come from?
We collect product from about 250-mile radius.
Oh, my.
So it's a large population, and we get it right here in Rock County. So Rock County's material does come to us through your...
All like Laverne and Hills or wherever, maybe?
You got it. Yeah.
So how does it get from Laverne to your facility?
So you have Ketterling Services
Yep.
here in town that collects it for the city, and they deliver it to Sioux Falls, to our plant.
Okay, so we have two collection. The city of Laverne picks up my residential.
Yeah.
Ketterling's pick up my business recycling. That all gets dumped at Ketterling's then?
Yes.
And then they load it up and ship it to you.
You got it.
Okay, so let's follow the recycling cycle then. Once you get it, does Ketterling separate it for you, or they just bring it all over as well?
They bring it all over into one truck,
Okay.
drop it into our tip floor bay, and that gets loaded into our single stream system, where we sort it mechanically, and also we do have people by hand.
Okay, so it goes glass, it goes cardboard, it goes paper, it goes metal. Okay,
Yeah.
So what are some of the do's and don'ts for residential recyclers that we put in our bins?
Keep it loose in the bin, no bags.
Okay.
The only exception to that rule is shredded paper. We do collect that in a small bag, and as long as it's see-through, our robots will leave it on the line and people can collect it.
Okay,
And then we also, you can put bottles, tubs, and jugs. Those are the plastics that we receive. And you don't have to wash them. We just ask that they're empty. You can take a spatula to your peanut butter, and that keeps it, that's
one
good
of my
enough for
pet
us.
peeves is cleaning that peanut butter jar out to recycle it. I use 5 gallons of water to get it clean, but I don't need to do that now, just a better spatula.
Just a good spatula, yeah.
What about the pill bottles that I seem to have a lot lately?
As long as they're larger than 2 inches, most bottles we can collect. So smaller than 2 inches, they fall through our screens and we lose them. But larger than 2 inches, we should be able to capture all of your pill bottles and any plastic bottles that you have.
Okay, so they pick up my recycling, the city does, and my at home. I get it twice a month on mine. I'm a Friday guy, so I get it then. So, but when is that product that gets dumped at Ketterling's, and how long is that to you by the next week, or how often do they get it?
I believe we receive like twice a week, I believe, from
Okay,
them.
so then how long does it stay at your facility before it's sold, shipped out? How does that work?
Okay. Often that material is ran through our system within a day or two, and then we've got it baled and stockpiled. Paper materials go out every day. We've got plastics that go out every week.
Okay.
Metals go out every week, every 2 weeks. So it's usually within a week or two, all of that material is gone and back into the system.
And where do we see it back on the shelf somewhere else or some other product?
Metals go back into cans or to like car parts and other metal parts. Your paper goes back into paper products such as paper towels. Cardboard goes back into cardboard. And your plastics go back into like lumber from Tangent or Bedford out of Worthington. It goes back into other plastics or bottles as well. And your glass goes back into glass products.
Okay, so how many tons of recycling do you run through your facility of material?
We run about 2,500 to 3,000 tons per month.
Month?
Per month.
So otherwise, back in my day, recycling wasn't even on the radar screen. So all of that stuff would have been at the landfill most likely, right?
Either at the landfill or, older generations are really good actually about recycling and reusing their products. So that's something we've kind of lost in our day. but they were really good about reusing most of their products.
Well, I got to admit, I didn't grow up at a time where recycling. George Winkler was our garbage guy in Heron Lake back in the day, and everything went to the dump.
Sure.
But now that we have it's so easy with the bin that the city provides at the house. Everything that's recyclable goes into that. Wheel it out on Friday mornings, and patriotic's not the right word, but I feel good about recycling. It's easy. It's the right thing to do. And have you seen an uptick over the year? How long have you been at the company?
I've been with the company. Our company has actually been in business now 27 years as of April 1st. But I've actually been recycling since even with the company prior. So I've been in this for about 29 years.
So from where you started till now, how have you seen a growth in the amount of recycling that goes through the plant?
There is a growth. We saw a massive surge, especially through the early 2020s. Recently, it's gotten stagnant, and some of that we believe is education. And so we've got a nonprofit arm called the Binfluencers, and we have a downloadable app. And we do a lot of education. We travel with a trailer. We've got an education team. We believe education is key for people to understand how to divert waste from the landfill, because the landfill it's a lot of wasted resources that we can be putting back into the economy. And so that's what we're doing.
Okay. So what's your favorite part about the job?
The whole job. It's really diverse. So I get to talk to people like you. I get to talk to the community. Believe it or not, it gets a little bit political. So we end up talking to cities and counties and how their waste stream is diverted. We really talk about how we're diverting that waste and keeping it out of our landfill space. We don't need all of that in the landfill. We don't need to be burying it. It's not healthy to have plastics in your ground, and so we get to talk to a lot of people about how this works, and we're a big factor in the economy.
How many employees do you have over there?
We have about 25 employees.
Wow, that's cool. So do you have any personal big plans for Earth Month?
We have a contest going on right now through the binfluencer.org. If you download the app and answer their questions, there's a $250 gift card that's being given away for the Washington Pavilion. Oh,
okay. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining me, Shannon. I appreciate it. The whole recycling industry is kind of not forgotten, but back in the shelves. It's a very important industry for our quality of life and to recycle everything through that you guys do. So appreciate it very much, and thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.